in the locker room when you guys are really having meaningful conversations with each other. Do you get the sense that this group still really cares, like really wants this?
Yes.
What happened late? I guess, why were you so upset with the McDaniels layup?
Because he scored and everybody stopped playing. Come on, guys, you saw it. What happened?
Nikola, these are emotional games that you guys and the Wolves have been playing for years. Just how much of this comes down to like how you guys react to when they make a run and when they're able to land it on you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I think the second half started and it was like it could go both ways. It makes many sense. They had a 3-point lead, I think, at the beginning of the fourth quarter. So I think we had the opportunity to kind of score easier, get open looks, and we didn't. And then in the fourth quarter, I think the momentum is on their side, and we just, they were making shots, they were playing with some energy, and we didn't have that.
Jamal's talked about, DA's talked about how they've kind of gotten you guys sped up offensively in these couple of games. How much of that, when you guys get sped up, is kind of just a mental, emotional thing of kind of handling the situation?
I mean, definitely help. Yeah, definitely. But I think like in some situation you have advantage. You just think go, and you should go. But I think we need to control and put our pressure and put our pace, and don't let them dictate the tempo.
What gives you belief that you can still win this series?
We've been in this situation before. It's the most important is the next one, like I said yesterday, 2 days ago. So we're going to Denver and try to get back serious here.
I know it was the heat of the moment. Do you regret confronting McDaniels, or do you feel like you had to do that to stand up for your team?
I don't regret.
You view that just kind of as an unwritten rule, not to score late?
Yeah.
If I can just ask one more follow-up about it, Nikola. You hear about coaches taking technicals kind of as a way to fire up their own team. Sometimes, is any of that in your reaction, like kind of trying to get something emotional? Okay.
What do you guys need to do in order to change this series around? Can you just paint a picture of what this team will look like in order for you to get a win in Game 5?
I mean, we show the how to say, little parts that we can be really good, and then we just lose the momentum, we lose the focus, we lose the aggressiveness, and it's in the playoffs. Little every possession matters, and we cannot have turnovers. We cannot. I think they score so many points of turnovers. 16. That's gotta be more. I just felt it like they were scoring so easy, and we cannot let them just one leg layup. And I think that's gonna be our mindset.
Nikola, how would you assess your play this series?
Average.
You guys led the league in three-point efficiency in the regular season. I don't know the exact numbers right now. It's 25, 30, something very low. What do you make of that? Is that them kind of getting you into difficult shots? Is it just kind of a weird make or miss situation? Just how are you kind of evaluating the way that that's dropped off?
Probably it's a little bit of everything. Not setting screens, not getting guys open. And they play some good defense. They have effect on that too. Our passes, like I had a couple passes, not time on target, not on target, and other guys too. So, I think in general in basketball, if you have advantage, you need to pass the ball, and that's your pass needs to give him that advantage, if that makes any sense. With your pass, he needs to have that advantage, and I didn't do a good job with that today. And hopefully we can be much better.
How do you channel the frustration of not playing up to your team's potential into something positive for the next couple games?
I mean, in playoffs, I think you just need to win. You cannot expect you're going to have a perfect game, this and that. You're going to have big games, this and that. It can happen, but I think the most important thing is just to win the game and try to win possession, win quarter, and kind of, I don't want to say lower your goal, but next play, next quarter, next half, next game.
Nikola, why do you think you've been average? Do you think it's you or what they're doing, or what?
Like I said, it's a little bit of everything. I'm not shooting the ball really well, especially from the three, and Rudy is doing a good job with being physical, testing the officials, contesting shots. He's a really good defender, and not just him. They play really good. Like I said, they're big, long, tall, handsy, trippy. They're bumping you. So I think that's the answer.
Nikola, it's uncommon to see this team struggle offensively, multiple games in a row. Do you feel like guys have started to second guess their shots, whether it's around the rim or taking a three-pointer that's open?
I mean, you need to ask them. Then I'm not second.